Today on 21st Century Television, join us as we explore innovative technologies, cutting-edge solutions, and timely discussions from leaders across the globe. Featuring guest host Donald Trump Jr. This is 21st Century Television.
Welcome to 21st Century Television. I'm Donald Trump Jr. Large corporations have the scale, resources, and market muscle to alter their suppliers' behavior for their benefit. But the rest of the market doesn't have these advantages. Companies of all sizes need assistance with lowering their costs and recovering cash flow. Here today to discuss how his company is helping, we have Michael Nicholas, CEO of Expense Reduction Analysts. Welcome, Michael.
Thank you, Donald. It's great to be here.
Good to have you. Michael, do companies realize they're ultimately leaving a lot of money on the table?
Most companies do realize there's room for improvement. And the issue that they have, or the challenge that they have, is that they know there is money there, but they don't know where to look or how to actually get that money. Most companies have dedicated resources where they may have one or two people that focus on a select couple of core category expenses in their business, but they don't have the time and resources to apply that same level of attention to the other 20 or 40 cost categories within their organization or within their business.
Okay, so who is ERA and how do they ultimately help these companies?
ERA has a team of dedicated cost management consultants that bring a wealth of knowledge and experience over 20 years, over several hundred categories, and they've become specialists in their particular area. And it's impossible for any company to employ that amount of resources to deliver what we deliver.
Michael, why do companies ultimately seek out ERA?
Most companies are running full steam ahead. They're busy, they're time poor, there's a lot happening, their priorities change, budget constraints. So they need assistance, and in two particular areas, because they don't have the time and dedicated resources to spend in their 20 or 40 cost expense areas, or they just don't have the knowledge and the expertise to do that, so they look for someone like Expense Reduction Analysts to come in and help them uncover or improve their cash flow.
Don't most companies, though, already really have someone in-house that's responsible for this?
Most companies do have someone that's dedicated, and it's either the finance or a procurement professional. However, they can only do what they've been trained to do. And in most cases, they do a good job because they're working in the procurement space. What they don't bring to the table is the knowledge and depth of resources that we've accumulated over 20 years in the business and have executed 17,000 projects.
Is there ever a conflict, though? Because that CFO or that person in procurement that's sitting there in the company looks to you and what you save them on the bottom line. If I'm the CEO, I say, hey, why didn't you do this for me already?
Yeah, that always happens. There's always two reactions whenever ERA or expense reduction analysis comes up. The first one is some people look at us and go, great, it's a risk-free proposition. They do all the work, they take all the risk, and then we get paid. But the other reaction is exactly what you just said. The procurement professionals feel that they can do what we do, and if we find savings that they couldn't, they feel embarrassed or they feel that they've done a poor job.
Once a client's engaged with ERA, what are some of the milestones they can expect and how long does the process take?
I suggest to any company, the first thing that we do is we have a look at their general expenses, and that's just at the general ledger level. And that'll tell us if there really is any opportunity for us to uncover any monies for them and if we should engage with each other. Once we do that, we do an in-depth analysis of their expenditure. We identify the core categories that we believe we can help them with, that'll have the biggest impact on their cash flow. Then we bring in a team of people. We designate a consultant. That consultant will lead the whole cost management project from the beginning, bringing all the staffing, the resources, dealing with the suppliers, dealing with the key stakeholders, and ultimately managing the implementation of the program for a minimum of 24 months.
What really sets ERA apart from the competition that is out there?
There are a lot of professional procurement or consultants out there that specialise in one or two cost categories. and they've come from that specific industry. What sets us apart is that we have accumulated over the 20 years and 17,000 projects specialists in over 200 cost category areas, and we have that all in-house to meet the client's needs or expectations.
What are the types of companies that you primarily work with?
Our range is from 50 million to 500 million, and we cover all industries and all sectors, because our cost categories found in any of the particular industry, whether it be hospitality, whether it be travel, whether it be professional services, category expenses are category expenses. Manufacturing and healthcare are very capital intensive industries and are consistently under pressure from a profitability point of view. So they're two sectors that we've been working a great deal with lately.
Well, it almost sounds too good to be true. So why don't more people work with a company like ERA?
I wish it was too good to be true. We usually get two reactions. The first one is people do see the value that we bring and they engage us from a risk-free proposition. However, the other reaction is that some of the procurement professionals and finance professionals that we deal with feel
intimidated.
they feel a little threatened because they feel that maybe they haven't done a good enough job. So one of the key things that we explain to all our clients up front is that because of all the resources that we have available to us, it's impractical for most companies to employ 40 dedicated cost category experts and have all invest in the knowledge and the resources that we have.
Where do you see ERA in the next 5 to 10 years?
The next 5 to 10 years are exciting times for ERA. We're currently undertaking a massive growth expansion program. We want to revolutionise the cost reduction industry. We want to work better with our suppliers to give our clients better value, better quality, better service and better pricing. We want to be the leader in cost management consultancy.
Well, it sounds like you definitely have a great start and that ERA is doing a great job doing just that for its clients. So thanks for joining me here today.
Thank you for having me.
For 21st Century Television, I'm Donald Trump Jr. Thanks for watching.